Alright guys, I'm in Anime Origins, a new tower defense game that just dropped less than a day and a half ago, and this is going to be the only release guide you'll need. Alright chat, we are in Anime Origins. This is going to be the only release guide you'll need for this new tower defense game. First off, when you spawn in, you're going to get a pick from 3 different characters. I think it's Goku, Naruto, and it's going to be Sun Jinwoo, which I know Sun Jinwoo's a weird pick. He's not in a mythic unit in this game, but it doesn't matter who you pick because you're going to be coming into the banner right away after you put in the codes, which I'll probably throw up a screenshot of the codes that I know so far. Here you go. And then the characters you do want from the banner are going to be these 3 characters. All right, you're going to want to try to get heal units automatically. You want to try to get a Nico, a Vegeta, or I would recommend, I know a lot of people are saying, like, actually I don't even know. All right, Nico, Vegeta. Vegeta is being said to be the best mythic so far, and to be honest, I would probably recommend Meliodas. Meliodas is a really good unit, unevolved also. Meliodas is probably, I don't know, I've been using him unevolved. He was super good. He carried me super hard. And obviously you're going to want to get Bulma, which is a money unit. Now, Bulma isn't really useful until you evolve her. I will be completely honest. You can use her. She is just kind of expensive. But Nico, Vegeta, Meliodas, and then Bulma for money if you could. These other units, I'm not too sure about. I have heard good things about Toji. I have heard good things about Kenpachi. Gojo is a support unit. Sasuke and Naruto, I've heard decent things about. I don't know about Shinobu, Zelda, and Gyutari. I don't even... And Roxy. Roxy is a support unit also. Now, legendary units are good, chat. You should be using legendaries at the start. You actually need to use legendaries because your chances of getting mythics at the start is really low. I would say this guy, what is his name, bro? Oh my god, I forgot his name. The Quincy guy from Bleach. This guy is insanely good. He's probably one of the top legendary units. Insanely good heal unit. You should be using him. Who else? See, this guy, one of the Hashiras. He's alright. I think this guy is good too. I don't know about these other people. Honestly, why don't we look at them? We could just look at them. I'm going to be telling you guys, I've used this guy. This guy was really good. Cone AoE. I really liked his setup, but I did use him. He's cheap too. 50% elemental damage. This guy I used also, but I kind of moved off of him for this Hashira instead of, because he's good, but this guy's better. And then this is like an insanely good heal unit. Probably one of the best legendaries, as I was saying. He could solo a lot of the games. Big AoE off placement too. Now, let's move on from this to how to actually complete this game. So, first off, the first thing you want to do is do story. You should absolutely be doing story. You want to try to get through all of story mode. And then you're probably going to be like, oh, I should do legend stages yet. No, bro. Legend stages might be too hard. I don't know. Your character's RNG, bro. I would recommend going through hard and actually beating them for gems if you do need gems. Because gems are going to be hard to get at the beginning. The codes are not that good. I'll be quite honest. Boom, boom, boom. I haven't beaten this map on hard yet, but 300 gems per first clear. And hard mode unlocks the start quest right here where you could get trait rerolls. Now, going back to me saying that you should get Vegeta or Aniko, because these are units that are easily evolved. Meliodas is not an easy unit to evolve. He's just a good unit, but Vegeta, you should be getting. Now, I'll show you guys exactly why. After you finish the story mode on hard and normal, you're going to want to come to the legend stage, and you're going to see right here, this is going to be the Senzu Beam, which I actually don't know who needs this right now, but you're going to need 15 power scouters for Vegeta, and then you're going to need, I think, 5 of these, right? No, you're going to need actually the Halo for Vegeta. You need 5 of these for Bulma, and you need, like, I think 5 of these for Goku also. Now, you're going to want to go ahead and grind this Halo up. Once you get this Halo up, I want you to start grinding challenges for these Remnant Shards. Now, these Remnant Shards are what the evolution items are going to be. They recently did buff the challenge Remnant Shards because, trust me, they were a lot worse than this. These are actually decent. I think they should be better, but it is what it is, honestly. Now, level milestones are going to be good. I can't go back to show you guys the rewards, but they're going to be good for gems and stuff. The gold shop, if you do get some gold, I do recommend buying some food to actually upgrade your units. Try to get your best unit to level 70 right away. That is the upgrade cap. Also, I forgot to say, I apologize. You're going to want Liario, an epic unit, which is going to be a money unit. So I do recommend getting that. You should be able to get him really easily, to be quite honest. Now, you have finished grinding up challenges. You should have some trait rerolls. I do recommend spinning on Vegeta. Now, spinning on money units, I recommend only spinning on money units after you get your first best unit in the game. That's my rule for every tower defense game. So in this game, it will be immortal. And then I will start spinning my money units, but you're going to want to spin on Vegeta to try to get a better trait, because Vegeta is the best mythic units. That's what I've heard from the Discord. The Discord mods are saying Vegeta was the best. That's what I've heard so far. I'll even do, like, let's do 7 rolls. Joker. This is low-key mid. Here, let's do 10 more. I said 10 more and I did. Okay, whatever. Alright, but there is that. But evolve Vegeta. Your stats, you can roll your stats if you want to. You will get stat cubes from the codes, but this is the evo requirements for Vegeta. It is honestly not quite hard. Probably the hardest thing you'll have to get is, if you're lucky, you'll have the prismatic remnant, and then you'll have to get radiant, or it's the other way around. These two are the only things you'll struggle to really get. Now, once you have evo Vegeta, these are the other units I do recommend you getting, to be honest, and they're not even really from the banner. But after Vegeta, I'll probably recommend Goku, just because Vegeta does get a damage boost from Goku. Well, not damage boost, but he gets a crit boost. And honestly, if you want to, for the future, because Madara does have a special quest where you're going to need Sasuke and Naruto. I am trying to get Sasuke right now to actually do the quest, so I do recommend trying to get these two if you do want to do the quest in the future. But after you evolve Vegeta, those are the mythics you should try to get. Try to get a good trait on Vegeta, and then try to get, if you're lucky, try to get Alucard. Now, if you guys do remember from the start of the video, I was talking about two heal units that you should try to get, Vegeta and Aniko, which you guys are probably like, what's so good about her? She does not do more damage than Vegeta, but the thing about her is she is a stun unit, and she's full AoE. She's going to be full AoE stun, and her only passive is the lower HP they are, the more damage she does, which is pretty good in itself. I do recommend comboing these two. I like the stun and high damage. That's something I like. I do rock Meliodas just to place down to do extra damage, because he does do 622 damage on placement with Ascendant trait. And then I am rocking Alucard with Immortal, which actually took me a while to get. I will say I'm lucky. I did get him 5-star too, because I finished the battle pass, but that's nevertheless. Once you finished that, I do recommend you going through all the legend stages just to finish. And if you do want to, you can stack up on S&T 4 artifacts for future model requests, which I'll just show you guys. So you can actually upgrade these. You get these Umbral Splinters, which I'll show you the best farm method for them. And you actually get this Madara's Tablet right here, which Madara's Tablet is used to open this quest line right here. And you open this quest line, and you'll see there are a lot of quests that honestly will take quite a while, which I need Naruto and Sasuke for, as I was saying. You can also do raids. I do recommend doing raids just because of this unit right here, Bon. Now, I will say raids were really hard on the first day. I did do a lot of them. I did like 10 of these on the first day, as you can see right here, but it was just 4 out of 8. And Meliodas' item, if you did get Meliodas, he is a good unit, I was saying. It costs 300 petals, bro. And 300 petals is not a lot when you're grinding the first stage, but they did make it easier, so you might be able to progress even with weaker units now. Alright, now you're kind of reached this middle of the pack game where you're kind of strong, but you're not that strong to do world bosses, to do the rift by yourself. You want better traits now, well, yeah, you essentially just want better traits. I am going to say this. You're going to want to macro, bro. Or you could go and do all the hard mode quests. You will get a decent amount of traits. This game is honestly gives you traits pretty easily. If you just grind these challenges right here, you get 2 every 15 minutes, which honestly is not that bad. That's a lot more than other games give in the long term. But if you do want to, you could cop the battle pass. I will say the battle pass is worth it, bro. It pays for itself, as once you finish the battle pass, chat, you unlock the end section right here, which these quests repeat non-stop. And if you buy the premium, you get an extra 15 trait rolls instead of just the 5, which is the free pass. And look at this, I could claim 58 times, bro, because I just finished macaroning. Let's see how much trait rolls I get from this method. Come on, 115 trait rolls in one night of macaroning, chat. That is insane. Now I'm up 160 trait rerolls, which is pretty good for the second day of Anime Origins. I have heard there is another method which is infinite. You can get infinite trait rules in here, which I have not tried yet. So if you guys let me know how good this method is. I've heard from people on my TikTok page that this is the goated method for trait rules, actually. But as for any tower defense on release, it is just a character collecting game. Well, that's pretty much any tower release in general is a character collecting game, and just trying to get more rerolls, trying to get the best traits. So that's all you pretty much could do. You keep doing raid shop. You try to get Bon here. He is a hybrid unit. He's really good. Well, I don't know if he's good or not. I just know he's a hybrid unit. 1 out of 2 hybrid units. The other hybrid unit is going to be Madara, but Madara is pretty hard to get, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And they said his quest right now is like impossible to do, which we'll see by that once I do it, you know. I will say one thing I forgot to tell you guys about daily. I think they nerfed daily, but daily used to be extremely hard, especially if you don't have the units. Daily will be extremely hard. I just glitched through the map. Okay. Now the last 2 game modes, or 3, I guess, you could do Infinite Mansion, which I will say Infinite Mansion is pretty difficult, chat. It is not as easy as it looks. I had Alucard level 70. I didn't have Immortal on him yet, and I got stuck on floor 4, bro. And I had Aniko with this trait right here, and she was not good enough, which is insane. I feel like Infinite Mansion is hard. They might have nerfed it a little bit. We'll talk about Rift Shop right here. The Rifts, if you look at the bottom right of my screen, it spawns like every 2 hours and 30 minutes or something, and it only spawns in for 30 minutes. I have 774 curse tickets. You get 50 per clear. It is a harder game mode, I would say, but you could do it easily. From here, you could actually get Utah, which he's going to be a 2% drop chance from the Rifts, which I have Utah right here. I have not evolved him yet because I needed to grind the currency, Cursed Lover Ring, which I'm going to buy right now. Boom. Now, this is also how you're going to evolve Toji and Gojo. This is why I don't recommend getting Gojo or Toji off rip, because you're going to have to play this game mode, which you need some stronger units before you can buy the evolution items. We got the fusion ship right here. We got trait rerolls, blah, 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 blah. You could, the regular stuff. I did buy all this out right here because I needed it. Fusion cores, which are insanely good, bro. Grants a 1-star to any unit. I would save that for secret units, chat, by the way. Now for the last mode, world bosses. This mode is hard, bro. I will keep it a buck. I had access to this mode in the content creator game version of this, where only content creators could play. It was a lot easier. I will say that. It is a lot harder now. If you guys do play this mode, I'm not going to play it for you guys on here, but oh my, I just broke my game. All right, we're back. But as I was saying, it is a lot harder in here. It's only a lot harder because there are these, you have to clash with Egress to actually attack him to bring his shield down, and the orbs you get to collect drop less frequent now, which is a big change. I will say that. I am going to grind this game mode. You do get 2 chests. You can open a free-to-play chest, and you can open an Abyssal Key chest, which has a pity for Egress. The regular chest doesn't have a pity. I'll probably throw up a screenshot. Maybe. We'll see. But that is how it is. Egress is going to be the last game mode you want to grind, essentially. Just get all the characters, bro, and evolve them. Recommend Vegeta first. Alright, chat, we are at the end of the video here. One thing I do want to tell you guys is, if you guys do want to know what units you could possibly evolve without having to play one of these game modes that might be too hard, is you could just come to the crafting and see what you could craft, and it tells you what units it evolves. Some of them might have a second evolution item. I don't know. This is the Battle Pass unit. I don't know how good he is. Like I was saying right here, the Dragon Radar piece for Bulma, which is pretty good. Like this right here, this is items you need to grind through story mode. No, legend stages for Kenpachi, which might be a little hard. Nico right here, I do recommend getting her because you could just craft her evolution piece right here. The Dragon Ball, which is super easy to evolve Goku. You just got to grind for the dragon pieces right here, which is in Legend Stage 3 of Act 1, I think. A Seal Card for Naruto, and Fighters Emblem for Mikey, which I believe he is the Infinite Mansion unit, actually. So yeah, there's that. That's pretty much it. There is Stark right here, which you could craft, but you do need special artifacts, as I was showing you guys earlier. Essentially, thank you guys for watching the video. Not much to the game yet. I do feel like they've improved a lot within the first 2 days the game dropped. I know the game's getting a lot of hate right now, but it's honestly not bad. And if they keep improving the game like this, I feel like it could be big. Averaging 30k players right now, which is pretty good.